Hi, and welcome to CEP, the Cozy English Podcast. I'm your host, Diana, and I'll be reading today's story just for you. Here at CEP, we believe learning English should feel warm, calming, and natural. So find a quiet spot, take a deep breath, and let the words take you somewhere new. Let's begin today's story. The Missing Phone. Written and narrated for CEP. It was raining in Chicago. A quiet kind of rain. Not heavy, just steady. Daniel sat alone in a small cafe near the train station. He held a cold cup of coffee in his hand. He hadn't taken a sip in over 20 minutes. His eyes were on the phone in front of him. Not his phone. A stranger's phone. He had found it on the bench outside the cafe. No lock screen, no password, just a black background, and a single notification. Come to room 407 before 8 p.m. Or it's over. He checked the time. 7:12 p.m. Daniel looked around. No one seemed to be watching him. He knew he shouldn't care. He could just leave it with the cafe owner. Or at the police station. But something about the message pulled at him. What was going to be over? He picked up the phone. He opened the message app. Only one thread. No name, just a number. All messages were short, cold. You lied. I saw you. 407. Tonight. Daniel's heart beat faster. He didn't know these people. But suddenly, he wanted to. He paid for his untouched coffee and stepped outside. The rain was heavier now. The hotel was just 2 blocks away. An old, tired-looking building with a flickering neon sign. He walked in. The man at the front desk barely looked up. Daniel took the elevator. Ding. 4th floor. He walked down the hallway, slowly. The numbers on the doors passed like seconds on a clock. 401. 402. 403. 404. He stood in front of it. He knocked. No answer. He tried again. Then, the door opened. No one was there. The room was dark. A lamp was on in the corner. And a woman's voice came from inside. I knew you'd come. Daniel froze. He didn't know what to say. He didn't even know why he was here. The woman stepped into the light. She was in her 30s. Calm. Tired. She looked at the phone in his hand. That's mine. Daniel gave it to her. I found it outside. Did you read it? He nodded. She smiled. But it wasn't a happy smile. More like understanding. You must think I'm crazy. No, Daniel said. I think you're in trouble. She sat on the edge of the bed. Maybe I still am. But tonight was a test. A test. She looked at him. To see if someone would care. Even a stranger. Daniel didn't know what to say. He just stood there. Most people wouldn't have come. I almost didn't. But you did. There was silence. Then, she reached into her bag and handed him a small box. Inside was a silver key. Go to the locker at Union Station. Number 112. Daniel stared at her. Why? Because someone helped me once. I think it's time I help someone else. He left the room without another word. Still unsure. Still confused. At the station, he opened locker 112. Inside was another phone. And a note? Pass it on? Daniel smiled. For the first time that day. But he couldn't sleep that night. He kept thinking about the woman. And the phone. And what she meant by a test. The next morning, Daniel returned to the cafe. He sat at the same table. Same coffee. This time, hot. He looked at the new phone. It had a password. But when he touched the screen, it unlocked. Face ID. His own face. Daniel froze. How was that possible? He scrolled through the contacts. Only one name, Jay. He opened the chat. It's time. Your turn. Find her. Daniel put the phone down. He felt like someone was watching him. He turned slowly. There, across the street, a man in a gray coat stood perfectly still. Daniel blinked. The man was gone. He knew this wasn't over. It was just beginning. Back in his apartment, Daniel opened the new phone again. This time, he searched the files. Photos. Notes. Recordings. Nothing at first. Then he found a video file. It was short. 30 seconds. A woman stood by a river at night. Not the same woman from the hotel. A different one. She looked directly into the camera. Her voice was calm. If you're watching this, then it means you passed the first test. You chose curiosity over comfort. Action over doubt. That means there's hope for you. We're not alone in this. The video ended. No names. No clues. Just more mystery. He tapped the Notes app. There was only one file. Journal? Daniel opened it. Day 1 met with E again. She still doesn't trust me. Day 2 dropped the phone at the cafe. Waiting to see who picks it up. Day 3 no movement. Might try again next week. Day 7 success. A man picked up the phone. He looked curious. I hope he follows through. Daniel read every word. Pages of entries. Whoever wrote them had been watching. Planning. Hoping. But for what? At the bottom of the journal was a final line. Pier 47. Noon. Thursday. You'll understand. Daniel looked at the calendar. Today was Thursday. And it was already 10:17 a.m. He grabbed his coat. The rain had stopped. Pier 47 was quiet. Just a few fishing boats. And a small ferry tied to the dock. Daniel waited. And at 11:58 a.m., a woman approached. Not the one from the hotel. Not the one from the video. Someone new. She walked straight up to him. Daniel. Yes. I'm June. He stared at her. Do I know you? She shook her head. No. But I know you. Or at least, I know what you've done. Daniel stayed quiet. June continued. I was the one who made the journal. The one who left the phone. Why? Because I needed to find someone who wouldn't ignore it. Someone who would care. You said it was a test. It was. Did I pass? She smiled. You're here, aren't you? June handed him an envelope. Inside was a train ticket. And a map. There's a town 2 hours from here. You'll meet someone there. She's in danger. And she doesn't even know it yet. Why me? Because you're not like most people. You chose to act. Daniel didn't answer. He looked at the ticket. The train left in 15 minutes. The town was small. Quiet. Stone streets. Wooden houses. A single bakery that smelled like cinnamon. He found her easily. A young woman, painting near the window. Daniel knocked. She opened the door and tilted her head. Yes. I think I'm here to help you. She laughed, softly. Are you a social worker? No. Police? Not really. Then what are you? Daniel paused. I'm not sure yet. She smiled. Well, come in. I was about to make tea. Her name was Mira. She had kind eyes and a quiet voice. As they spoke, Daniel learned about her past. She had run away from something. Or someone. And though she didn't say it, she was afraid. Daniel stayed in the town that night. And the next night, he started helping Mira around the house. Fixing small things. carrying firewood, listening. And he learned more. About the man who used to come to her studio. About the night he broke in. About the letter she received last week. A threat. Signed with a single letter J. One night, Daniel couldn't sleep. He went outside. And in the distance, he saw headlights. A car. It was midnight. No one drove here at midnight. He ran to Mira's door. Wake up. She opened her eyes, confused. They're here, he said. She didn't ask who. She just got up and followed him. They ran into the woods. Dark branches scratched at their faces. But they kept going. Behind them, voices. There. They ran faster. Daniel remembered the map. There was a small tunnel nearby. They found it. Inside, they waited, breathing hard. Why are they after you? He asked. I don't know, she said. I thought it was over. It never is, Daniel whispered. They waited until morning. When they returned, the studio was a mess. But Mira was calm. They didn't take the paintings, she said. They just wanted to scare me. Daniel looked at her. You need to leave. I can't. This is my home. Then I'm staying too. The next few weeks changed everything. Daniel learned how to paint. Mira learned how to fight. They fixed the house. Grew a garden. Watched the stars. The phone still worked. Sometimes a new message would arrive. From Jay. Are you ready? Daniel always replied the same. Almost. But one day, a new message arrived. It's time. The next call is yours. Daniel looked at Mira. He held the phone tightly. And somewhere, far away, someone else was about to find a phone on a cafe bench. Ringing softly. Waiting for them to choose. And that's the end of the story. What did you think? Did you enjoy it? We hope you had a quiet, thoughtful moment with us. If you liked this story, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us bring you more cozy English stories. Come back anytime for another peaceful moment in English. Until then, stay curious and stay cozy with CEP.